My name is Robert Lang. I'm 94 years old. Tonight, I'll finish the symphony I started for my daughter. 60 years too late. Her name was Clara. She was born in spring, when the magnolias bloomed outside our little apartment. I used to play trumpet by her crib every night, softly, so she'd fall asleep to something beautiful. She'd always reach for the sound, tiny fingers waving in the air like she was trying to catch the notes. I started writing her a symphony when she turned 5. It was meant to be her lullaby grown up, a story in sound. I finished the first movement the night before her birthday. The next morning, she got sick. They called it pneumonia. Back then, there wasn't much they could do. By the time the sun set, she was gone. I never wrote Your Purist. I never wrote another note. I packed away the trumpet, buried the sheet music in a drawer, and stopped believing that sound could heal. For decades, I composed for others, but never for myself, never for her. Then last year, my granddaughter, Clara's daughter, when I told her, she said, then maybe it's time to finish it together. So I took out the trumpet again. My hands shook. My breath caught in my chest. But when I played the opening line, I could almost hear her laugh, high and bright, like the very first note I ever wrote. Tonight, I'll play Clara's Symphony for her. It took me a lifetime to finish, but some songs aren't meant to end quickly. They wait patiently for the right breath to begin again. And tonight, I finally found mine.
All I can say is best of luck.